Today, we are going to talk about happiness and how you can learn to become a happier person. Yes, you heard it right. I said learn to be a happy person because when you are on autopilot mode, your mind is creating a lot of stress, anxiety, and misery for you. And this holds true for everybody, including myself. When I leave my mind alone, it can create so much suffering, entanglement, consciously looking for the challenges rather the opportunities. It is in the defensive mode, and that is why it becomes important for us to know how to become a happier person, because when you're happy, you're able to create more success in your life. And you're a happy person, you have great relationships. When you're a happy person, you have a sense of self-confidence and self-worthiness. When you're a happy person, you enjoy your life a little bit more. And that is why in this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 fundamentals to your happiness. So if you want to know what these are, then stick around and watch the video till the end. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, because all the content on this channel is dedicated to help you live a better life, to improve your mental health, and to live on purpose. If you're here for the first time, then I must introduce myself. My name is Simi Arora. I am a life and purpose coach, help people get out of their comfort zone, remove all the mental barriers, and live their best expression. Now let's jump right into today's video and talk about happiness. So how can you become a happier person? What makes you truly happy? There are 3 fundamentals. The first one is your relationship with yourself. You, yourself, your connection with yourself, the self-awareness of your own thoughts, emotions, and feelings. Because what you're thinking is what you're becoming. There's a great quote that I remember about happiness, and it was like, happiness is when what you say, what you think, and what you do is in harmony. Because so many times the voice in our head is saying something else, but we take the action which is completely opposite because we are bound in this mental conditioning of societal norms, of how the success looks like, of how I should be fitting in so that I can have the approval and validation and love from other people. Well, these are all the signs of you dissociating with yourself. And when you are dissociated from yourself, when you have a sort of separation with your true self, the chances are that you're not feeling the true happiness. You're not connected with yourself. You're not enjoying your life. And the self-awareness of where you are in your life and what you need to change and how do you have to create more self-love, which means accepting yourself with your problems, with your challenges, with the mistakes you have done in the past, is all going to nourish you, to support you, to have more resilience, so that when you want to overcome the next obstacle or when you are facing another struggle, you do have the confidence to actually find more meaning in that challenge. So self-awareness, self-love, and self-confidence, where you are not looking for the validation, where you're not just trying to fit in and seek approval for people to love you before you love yourself. Now, you won't believe this. Very recently, I was bullied for my weight gain. A closest friend of mine bullied me for a long time and kept on saying to me that I've gained weight and I look ugly and I look different than what I used to be and I look older. And he kept on saying that over and over again. Now, obviously, it was his opinion of how I should be in order for me to be more accepting and loving of myself. But if I believe in that opinion, then what's going to happen is that I will tie my self-worthiness, my self-confidence with other person's opinion. And that, my friend, will only make me miserable, because I know my story of weight gain. I know the mental health challenges or physical health challenges I was going through that had me gain my weight. Now, this is my personal business because it is coming from my personal life. Similarly, if you are being told to do things in a certain way, if you are being told that you are less and not enough, you gotta remind yourself that you are the most powerful being. You are a genius. You are born for a purpose. You are needed right now. And nobody in this entire world should tell you how you should be, how you should look, and how you should feel. So your happiness is your business because it is stemming from your own being. Your own thoughts, emotions, your mindset, and the power within you is going to determine what type of thoughts are you thinking and what type of actions are you doing in the world. And this is why your relationship with yourself is the primary way to generate more confidence, worthiness, and happiness. The next fundamental is your environment. That includes people and situations and some of the choices that you're making every day. If you have great people around you who are supportive, who are encouraging, full-spirited, spiritual, high vibe, you will notice that your energy is going up and you're enjoying your presence. You're looking forward to meet them. You are finding that space to be a space of growth and evolvement. But if people around you are gossiping, bitching, are always talking negative about other people, are always just thinking and talking about how cruel life is, how difficult life is, and how they wanted to do something but they were never able to, how they are just confined to this environmental challenges. If you are participating in that type of conversation, then the chances are that you are engaging with this negative energy and low vibe energy, and obviously which is going to make you unhappy. So choose your friends that you're spending time with. Choose your circle, especially your inner circle of a couple of people that you interact with the most, and make sure that you do not repeat the similar conversations again and again. Your environment where you're living, your surroundings, the people that you're living with is going to determine how happy you feel. Simply take an example of life all around you. If you put the seed in the soil and that soil is barren, that soil does not have the right amount of nutrients and chemicals, and on top of that, you're not giving it a good feed, the chances of that seed to become fully grown plant or a tree are very less. Why? Because the environment is not conducive, because the environment is not supporting the growth. And that seed might die right there in the soil. And this is what environment can do to you. So choose the places that you visit, the situations that you get involved in, the choices that you're making every day, and the energy expenditure that you are doing in all these choices that you're making. Your friends, your environment, the situations that you are participating in is going to determine how happy you are. And as I said, be conscious about it. Make sure that you understand the energy that you're spending is also the equal amount and equal type of energy which is coming back to you. And if you want to have the happy energy, then obviously the interactions have to be happy. The situations should be supporting. The environment should be conducive of your growth and joy. And third is your daily diet. Your diet, your consumption is also very critical to build more happiness. Just like if you eat food full of nutrients and energy, then you're going to feel more energy, more vitality. The quality of your health will improve. And if you are eating garbage, such as junk food, and are not taking care of yourself, not hydrating yourself, not taking the supplements that's needed in your body, what's going to happen? Your body's going to crash, right? You're going to feel more lethargy, unproductivity, low motivation, drive. All these physical health symptoms will eventually also affect your mental health. Similarly, what you're consuming beyond the physical diet, there's a mental diet. Right now, we are on autopilot, consuming everything that's coming our way through social media, through Instagram feeds, through these interactions that we do not have any filter around. And we all know this is happening because right now we're so glued to our phones. We're always just looking at other people's life and comparing ourselves with them, and are not paying attention to the areas that we need to improve upon in order for us to be a happier person. So let me ask you this. What type of diet are you consuming? Are you consuming the content that is uplifting you? Are you consciously training your mind with the affirmations, with the visualization, with the type of thoughts that you are consciously able to think in order to build the mindset of happiness? Because happiness is a state of mind. Because life all around for all of you is challenging. It's equally challenging for me. But we need to prime ourselves to beat all the odds and still be happy, to still be grounded and present in the moment. And how can that happen if we are consuming the content that is demotivating us, or the content that is meaningless, or the content that is not making us grow, but it's actually wasting our time? Just recently, I watched a series on Netflix. It's called The Watcher. The Watcher is fantastic, very amazing series, thrill and psychologically it is kind of like really engaging in a very negative way. And I was glued to it. I watched all the series within 3 days, and just before bed, I finished it and I went to the bed and I could not sleep. I tell you that. I could not sleep just because the psychological drama of the series, the thrill and the agitation to know the truth, and the way that was created was so intense and crazy that I could not fall asleep. I felt really disturbed. And I literally asked myself, why the hell did I do that? And then I had to watch something else. I had to do some meditation and relax my mind before I went to bed. Now, I'm not saying that we should not watch these thrillers, because I really like psychological, intense dramas. But the point is that there's a time to watch them. Should never watch the content right before the bed, no matter how enticing it might be, because this kind of content can affect your subconscious mind, and you need to have a great sleep to wake up recharged, rejuvenated, and a happier person, right? So make sure that you pay attention to the feed. And this is a lesson for all of us, because we are subject to so much of noise and information right now that it's not even funny. It's a lot. And you need to center yourself, build strong boundaries, and create this cocoon of your own comfort, and knowing that you can always come back to yourself when you're distracted, when you are not feeling 100%, just coming back to your breath and spending time with yourself and asking yourself, how am I feeling? What do I need to do to feel happy? Just taking the conscious responsibility of your own joy, of your own happiness, will allow you to make better choices. I hope this video served you today. Let me know in the comments what ideas resonated the most with you. What are you taking home? And what is something you're going to apply on the daily basis to become a happier person? And if you are interested to dive deeper into the journey of self-development, purposefulness, then click on the link in the description below to sign up for my free program. And this will be a great start for you to take personal responsibility and allow yourself to be on the journey of improving yourself continuously. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it made sense to you, then hit the like button, and also share this video with other people so that you can distribute the great content, the information that is actually going to make people a happier person.